नमः। ओ नित्यमच्युतपदाम्बुजयुग्मरुक्मव्यामोहतस्तदितराणि तृणाय मेने अस्मद्गुरोर्भगवतोऽस्य दयैकसिन्धोः रामानुजस्य शरणं प्रपद्ये। मातापिता युवतयस्तनया तेरकुलाभिरामं श्रीमतधन्वन्तमूर्धा यत्पदं नमामि तम्। नमस्कारः। We'll be looking at the chapter 10th one, Ekadashdhyayah, the vision of the cosmic form. 354, vision of the cosmic form. One second. I'm sorry. Are you able to hear me properly now?
Yes,
Audio breaking. Okay. Sorry. Challenges because from the village. Audio breaking. Okay.
Seems okay now, Adian, when you're talking.
Thank you. Right. The second more about himself to Arjuna. He is revealing his glories, and in this chapter, which is titled as the vision of the cosmic form, Bhagavan is going to show him the cosmic form of Bhagavan, that all pervading, immanent and pervasive, they say. So he's going to show his form. He's going to give him the Divya Chakshush, and then he's going to reveal his glory to Arjuna. Says Ramanuja, Evam Bhakti Yoga Nishpattaye tad Vivadhaye cha Sakaletara Vilakshanena Swabhavikena Bhagavad Asadharanena Kalyana Gunaganena Saha Bhagavataha Sarvatmatvam tad Vyatiriktasya Kritsnasya Chirichadatmakasya Vastujatasya tad Charirataya Tadayatta Swarupasthiti Pravrittitam cha Uktam. Uktam means it's been said. What's been said? Bhakti Yoga Nishpattaye tad Vivardhaye cha. To begin the Bhakti Yoga and also for its growth. Sakaletara Vilakshanena Swabhavikena Bhagavad Asadharanena Kalyana Gunaganena. That Bhagavan is different from everything else that has been created naturally, and whatever is very peculiar to him, those auspicious attributes have been shared. And Sarva Atmatvam tad Vyatiriktasya Krishnasya. And Bhagavan is the Antaryami of all that is different from him. Therefore, the entire Chit and Achit, they form Bhagavan's Sharira. So all these things have been shared. So he is the only Devata who needs to be worshipped, or Bhakti has to be showed only to such a Paramatma. The Bhakti Yoga, if it is required for moksha, Bhakti Yoga as a means to moksha, has to be directed, has to be shown only to Bhagavan, because he is the only Devata who is deserving it. Tam etam Bhagavad Asadharana Svabhavam Krishnasya Tadayita Swarupasthiti Pravatitam cha Bhagavad Sakashat Upashrutya Evameva iti Nishchitya Tatha Bhutam Bhagavantam Sakshat Kartukamaha Arjunaha Uvacha. Now, since Arjuna is going to begin this chapter, the first shloka begins like Arjuna Uvacha. Therefore, what kind of mindset did Arjuna have? What did he have in his mind before asking or before placing the first request? Madanugrahaya paramam guhyam adhyatma samhitam yat payoktam pachastena mohoyam vigato mama. What did he have in his mind when he begins with the first shloka? Says Ramanuja, having heard from Bhagavan himself. All the Bhagavad Sakashatu Upashritya, which means from Bhagavan, he has heard everything. What did he learn? Bhagavat Asadharana Sabhavam. That which is peculiar to Bhagavan only, that nature of Bhagavan, the glory of Bhagavan, and also the dependency of the other tattvas, namely Chitta and Achit, for be it their Srishti, be it the Swarupa, their Sthiti, and whatever the activities. So the dependency of the rest of the creation on Bhagavan, all these things he heard from Bhagavan himself. And now he wants to have a sakshatkara of such a Bhagavan. Tatha bhutam bhagavantam sakshatkartukamaha Arjuna uvacha. Tatha eva bhagavat prasadat anantaram drakshyati. See, we cannot see Bhagavan just because we wish, because we have limited capabilities. So Bhagavan has to give that, he has to give that prasada, that divya chakshus to us, so that we can have a glimpse of his glory. Therefore, Bhagavat prasadat anantaram drakshyati. Sarvascharyamayam devam anantam vishvato mukham tatrekasam jagatkrishnam pravibhakta manekadha. That's going to be the 11th and 13th shlokas, which you'll see. Arjuna uvacha badanugrahaya paramam yamadhyatma samhitam yatpayoktam vachastena mohoyam vigato mama. So now he says, my mohaha is vigataha, Krishna, because of that, the Atma Jnana, whichever you have told me until the previous chapters, now this delusion of mine is, it seems to be dispelled. He says, Bhavapyayogi bhutanam shuto vistarasho maya tvattah kamalapatraksha mahatmyapi chavyayam. Also, I have heard the Bhava Apyayo. Bhava and Apyayo means origination, dissolution. Bhutanam, of all the beings, I have heard from you. Maya Shrutau Vistarashaha Tvattaha. Tvattaha means from you I have heard. Kamalapatraksha, he addresses Bhagavan as the lotus-eyed, Avyayam Mahatmyam Api. I have also heard about your immutable greatness. How you are different from the rest of the beings. Third shloka. Evam etad yathatha tvam atmanam parameshvara drashtumichhami te rupam aishvaram purushottama. Evam etad yathatha tvam. How you are, however you describe yourself, Parameshvara, O Supreme Lord, aham drashtumichhami, I want to behold you, I want to see you. Aishvaram rupam cha purushottama, I want to see your glory, I want to see your lordly form. So this is his desire which he expresses. Manyase editat chakyam maya drashtumiti prabho yogeshvara tato metvam darshaya atmanam avyayam. Darshaya atmanam avyayam. While reading shlokas, we should never try to understand the meaning, or we should never split the words. But since if you are bent upon deciphering the meaning, it becomes difficult to chant the shloka completely. Constantly there is a rush in the mind to split it. Darshaya Atmanam Avyayam. So that's where the flow is getting affected to read the shloka. Okay. Yedi manyase tatchakyam. How beautifully he says, he tells Bhagavan, if you think that if it is possible, that I am eligible, we place so many requests to Bhagavan, thinking that, assuming that we are already eligible. But Arjuna says, because he has attained that wisdom, he says, if you think I am eligible, I have done enough merit, then, or I can see, if it can be seen by me, Yogeshvara, yatra Yogeshvara Krishna. So Yogeshvara, Tvam me tataha darshaya. Atmanam Avyayam. So show me your that absolute form to me. Page 357. Evam Kautuhalanvitena Harsha Gadgata Kantena Parthena Prarthito Bhagavan Uvach. Very beautifully Ramanuja gives adjectives to Arjuna. Kautuhala Anvitena, one who is endowed with Kutuhala, that desire, enthusiasm. Harsha Gadgata Kanthena. His voice is choked with that delight, happiness. Parthena Prarthitaha Bhagavan Uvacha. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. Pashyame Partha Rupani Shatashodha Sahasrashaha Nana Vidhani Divyani Nana Varnakriti Inicha. Partha Pashyame Rupani. See my forms. Shatashaha, hundreds upon thousands. Sahasra means thousand. All in different hue and shape. Whatever you can conceive of in this world, you can see all these things in my on my person or on my body. Pashyadityan vasun rudran ashvino marutastatha bahun yadrishtapurvani pashyascharyani bharata. Hey Bharata, Arjuna, see the thousand, see the Adityas, see the Vasus, the Rudras, Ashwini Kumaras, Marutaha, and whatever you have not seen before. Adishta Purvani. See all these things in my person, is saying. Ihekastham Jagat Krishnam Pashyadya Sacharacharam Mama Dehe Guda Kesha Yachanya Michasi. Iha Ekastham Jagat Krishnam. Behold, Pashya, Adhya, today, now you see. Sacharacharam, all the charas and acharas, mobile and immobile things, all the mobile and immobile things you see. Whatever you desire to see, now here at one place you can see them all. Natumam shakyase drashtum aneneva swachakshusha divyam dadami te chakshuhu pashyame yogam aishwaram. Now Krishna says, you cannot see all these things upon my person with your material eyes. Therefore, you need divine eyes, which I will give you. So, like a magic, Bhagavan gives the divine eyes to Arjuna so that he can see him. Sanjaya Vaja. Now, Sanjaya describes that to the Dhritarashtra. Evamukva tato rajan mahayogeshwaro harihi darshaya amasa parthaya paramam rupam aishwaram. So, it's not only Arjuna, Sanjaya is also seeing. And because of Bhagavan's grace already given to him, Sanjaya is also watching it. Webcast or streamed live live streaming, he is describing that to Dhritarashtra. Evam Muktva Tato Rajan, hey king, Dhritarashtra, having told like this, that Mahayogeshwaraha, not mere Yogeshwara, Mahayogeshwaraha, Harihi Darshayamasa, showed himself that his glorious form, that supreme lordly form to Arjuna. Such a Idisham, Ramanuja says that is like this. Aneka Vaktra Nayanam, Anekadbhuta Darshanam, Aneka Divya Bharanam, Divyaneko Yata Ayudham. Aneka means many, many mouths. That's why we say Sahasra Shirsha Purushaha. All those heads, many marvelous aspects, many Divya Abharanam, divine ornaments, and many divine weapons. In fact, there is a chapter in Vishnu Purana which describes all the Divya Abharana of Bhagavan. And Astra also. Divyama Alyambara Dharam, Divya Gandhanu Lepanam, Sarvascharyamayan Devam, Anantam Vishwato Mukham. Divya Malya Ambara Dharam, having garlands and all dresses and other anointed with the divine perfumes, full of wonders, that Bhagavan, he is saying resplendent. Vishwato Mukham means facing all directions. Anantam means boundless. Sameva Deva Shabda Nirdishtam Jyotamanatam Vishinishti. Now the Divya actually means not belonging to earth, divine. Divi Surya Sahasrasya Bhaved Yugapadutthita Yadi Bhasadrushi Sasyat Bhasastasya Mahatmanaha. So divine, anything which is divine has that resplendence which we will not be able to see with our material eyes. We cannot see our sun during the afternoon with all his brightness, we cannot see such a resplendent sun. So imagine about Bhagavan's resplendence. So Ramanuja says that Divya or that resplendence is being described by Bhagavan by Sanjaya. Divi Surya Sahasrasya, if there were 1,000 suns that rise at once, Yugapat Bhavet. Yugapat means simultaneously. If there were 1,000 suns on the sky and the Bhaha Sadrishi, that luminosity or their splendor combined together, Bhagavan is like he is possessing such a splendor. Tejasaha aparimitatva darshanartham idam akshaya tejaswarupam mityartah. This is just to give a comparison, says Ramanuja, because we cannot actually define or limit Bhagavan's radiance. Tatrekastam jagat kristam pravibhaktamane ekadha apashya deva devasya sharire pandavastada. So in that form, Arjuna, he saw the whole universe. Jagat Kritsnam. Kritsnam means whole. WHOLE. He saw the entire whole universe divided with its manifold divisions, gathered together in one place, which is the body of the Deva Devasya, means God of gods, which is Bhagavan. So Ramanuja also brings in some references from the Gita itself to say that everything is present in the Tirumeni, as they say in Tamil, of Bhagavan. Then 14th shloka, Tatasya Vismaya Vishnu Krishnaroma Dhananjaya Pranamya Shirasa Devam Tatanjalirabhashata. Now, Vismaya means amazement. Arjuna is amazed having seen Bhagavan's beautiful form, which is like almost infinite form. Krishnaroma, her horripilating experience, that Dhananjaya, that Arjuna, Shirasa Pranamya, he bowed down with his head to Lord, and Krita Anjalihi, with folded hands, he spoke. What did he speak? Arjuna Uvacha Pashyami Devans Tavadeva Dehe Sarvams Tata Bhuta Vishesha Sanghan Brahmanamisham Kamalasanastha Kamalasanastam Rishimsya Sarvanuragans Chadiptan Pashyami Devan Tava Deva Dehe. Hey, my Lord, I see you. I see all the gods in your body. I see all the gods and all the Bhuta Vishesha Sanghan, all divine hosts of beings. Brahma, Isha is Shiva, and Kamalasanastam Isham. Shiva, who is in Brahma. So this is why Tirumazhiyavar sung very beautifully, Narayanan Padettan Nanmuganai, Nanmuganam Sankaranai Tan Padettan. So according to this Sri Vaishnavism, it is believed that Chaturmukha Brahma was the first creation. Chaturmukha Brahma in turn he created Shiva. Therefore, however said, Narayanan Padettan Nanmuganai, Nanmuganam Tanmuganai, Sankaranai Tan Padettan. So here Gita itself, there is a reference to it. Brahmanam, Isham, Kamalasanastham, Rishimscha, Sarvan, Uraganscha, Deeptam. All divine, all the snakes like Vasuki, Takshaka, etc. Aneka Bahudara Vakranetram, Pashamitvam, Sarvatonantarupam, Nantam Namadhyam na Punastavadim, Pashyami Vishveshwara Vishwarupa. Vishveshwara, Vishwarupa. I see many arms now, many stomachs, many mouths, many eyes. I see that infinite form of yours. I'm not able to see the beginning, or I'm not able to see the end of your universal form. That's why you say Ananta. Pashyami Vishveshwara Vishwarupa. 17th. Kiritinam Gadhinam Chakrinam Cha Tejo Rashim Sarvado Deeptimantam Pashyami Tvam Durniriksham Samantat Deeptanalarka Ditima Prameyam. Again, Tvam Pashyami, I see. Kiritinam, you have a crown. You have a Gada, you have a chakra. Tejo Rashim, he says. You are blazing like a Sarvado Deepti Mantam. You are blazing like a sun, fire and sun. Durnirishyam, impossible to see, very difficult, hard to behold. Samantat Deepta Anala Arka Dyutim Aprameyam. Anala means fire, Arka means sun, Suryan. So you are like combined, blazing like a combination of this burning fire and sun, and immeasurable. Twamaksharam Paramam Veditavyam, Twamasya Vishpasya Param Nidhanam, Twamavyaya Shashvata Dharma Gopta, Sanatanastam Purusho Mato Me Mataha Purushaha. You are Sanatanaha, who is everlasting. Swam Aksharam, you are imperishable. Paramam, supreme one. Veditavyam, Paramam Veditavyam, you are the supreme one to be realized. Swam Asya Vishvasya Param Nidhanam, you are the cause of this Vishva, entire Vishva. Swam Avyaya, yet you are unchanging. Shashvata Dharma Gopta, you are the guardian of the eternal law. Then Ramanuja he quotes Upanishad Vakyas also in support of what Arjuna says. Anadhimadhyantam anantavidyam anantavahum shashishuryanetram pashyami tvam deepta hutashavakram swatejasa vishwamidam tapantam. 19th shloka and 365. Anadhimadhyantam anantavidyam. Without beginning, without middle, without end. And your viryam is also ananta, infinite. Might. Then Ananta Bahum Shashisurya Netram. Why does Bhagavan have two eyes? One resembles the moon, one resembles the sun. It is the moon-like eye is for his devotees, sun-like eye is for his haters or asuras and demons. In Kamasikashtakam, Swami Deshika describes Nrsimha Avatara how one eye was showing mercy to Prahalad, another one was showing anger to Hiranyakashipu. Saroja Sadrisha Drisha Vyati Bhishajyate Vyadyate, says Swami Deshika and Kamasikashtakam. Pashyamitvam Deepta Hutashabhaktam Swatejasa Vishwamidam Tapantam. With your radiance, you are warming the whole universe, and sun and the moon are your eyes. Bhaktram, Deepta Utasha Bhaktram. Your mouth is emitting burning fire. We can see such pictures to illustrate these things. Okay. Now, page 367, 20th shloka. Evam bhutam tvam drishtva devadayaha aham cha pravyatitha bhavama ityaha. Now, pravyatitha means, Arjuna says, all the devatas and I also, we have become frightened by looking at such a form of yours. Because this is not perceivable or conceivable by us. This form is very frightening. Yava prativyordhamantaram hi vyaptam tvayekena dishascha sarvaha ashtvadbhutam rupam ugram tvedam lokatrayam pravyatitam mahatman. Hey Mahatman, Dyava prativyoho idam antaram hi. You have pervaded the interspace between heaven and earth and all quarters. Dishascha sarvaha. Vyaptam tvaya ekena, by you, single form. Adbhutam rupam ugram tavedam drishtva. So even that form is very ugra, very fierce. Lokatrayam pravyatitam mahatman. Oh my God, the three worlds are greatly overwhelmed with fear. Okay. Amihitvam surasangha vishanti kechid bhita pranjalayo gunanti swasti ityukva maharshi siddha sanghaha stuvanti tvam sutibhih pushkalabhihi. Then he is able to see that the devas enter Bhagavan. Some in fear, kechit bhitaha pranjalayo gunanti, with clasped hands, and some like swasti. Swasti means hail, like they say victory to you, like this. Maharshi Sangaha, great seers and siddhas, they say Jaya Jaya, Vijayi Bhava, like this. Stuvanti tvam stutibihi pushkalabhihi, with very meaningful hymns they sing in praise of you. All these things can also be taken figuratively also, that those who realized Bhagavan, they don't fear approaching him. So to give a physical dimension to those figurative uh, understanding, so we can assume that here Bhagavan or Arjuna is able to see that happening literally. Oh. Rudraditya vasavo ye chasadhyaha vishveshvino martastoshmapascha gandharvayaksha siddha sanghaha vikshante tvam vispitaschaiva sarve. All these people are vispitaha. In amazement they see the Rudras, Adityas, Vasu, Sadhyas, the Vishwas, Ashwins, the Maruts, Pitru Devatas, and hosts of Gandharvas, Yakshas, Asuras, and Siddhas. All these people, they look at you in amazement. Rupam Mahatte Bhavaktra Netram Mahabaho Bahubahu Rupadam Bahudaram Bahudamshra Karalam Pushpaloka Pravititas Tataham. Now, looking at your many mouths and eyes and many arms, thighs and feet, with many stomachs, the worlds tremble, and I too quake, O mighty armed. That's it's the English translation. So here the meaning is that Arjuna is not able to control his fear by looking at looking at the vast form of Bhagavan. Nabhasprasham deepta mane kavarnam Yatananam deepta vishalanetram Vishwahitvam pravititantaratma Dhatim na vindami shamam cha Vishnu. For the second time, he loses his support. For the second time, Arjuna loses his support. By looking at Bhagavan's form, he says he has lost his support. First time he fell down. He sat in the middle of the chariot, but now having seen Bhagavan, that who has spread everywhere, who is seen pervading everywhere, with those yawning mouths and large resplendent eyes and etc. He says, my inner being trembles in fear. Damshra karalani chite mukhani dispaiva kalan lasannibhani disho na jane na labhe cha sharma prasida devesha jagannivasa. Becomes a stuti by Arjuna in Gita. Damshra karalani chite mukhani. All these things can be taken figuratively also. It doesn't mean that Bhagavan will, in his Shrupa will frighten us. But what it means that all these shlokas, they represent various acts of Bhagavan. Here, 25th verse, he is responsible for destruction also. So all the beings, they attain laya in Bhagavan. So usually destruction means you can imagine, like the wild animals eating their prey with such sharp teeth, etc. Likewise, Bhagavan is portrayed as devouring everything with that fire and final destruction. So I see all these things, O Bhagavan, O abode of the universe, Jagannivasa, Devesha, Prasida, yield, be gracious. I'm not able to find happiness. Not able to find happiness. Sharma means happiness. Ami chatvam dhritarashtrasya putraha sarve saheva vanipala sanghaihi Bhishmo drona suta putras tathaso sahas madiyayrapi yodha mukhyaihi. Now he says, it does not have any verb here. It only lists that the sons of Dhritarashtra and all the hosts of other kings and Bhishma, Drona, Sutaputra is Karna, Saha Asmadiyeripi Yodha Mukhihi. Along with leading warriors on our side also, Patrani te Tvaramana Vishati, Damsha Karalani Bhayanakani, Kechid Vilagna, Dashanantareshu, Sandrishyante, Chuditairuttamangahi. Now, this has to be taken with a poetic feel also. So, here they all enter, whomsoever's name was mentioned in the 26th shloka, all these people are entering the mouth of Bhagavan. Terrible fangs, he's got terrible teeth. Some are caught between the teeth. So perhaps Bhagavan has to take the toothpick and then push them out inside, and their heads are being crushed to powder. So again, this may not be taken as literally, but here the idea is that Bhagavan is the reason for destruction also. So he has fixed the date and time for all these kings when they will die and when they will go to the worlds in accordance with their karma. But Arjuna is only a Nimitta Karana. Nimitta Karana means Bhagavan is using Arjuna as a reason to kill them. If Arjuna were not there, anyway they would get killed. They would die at the prescribed time. That's the meaning here. Yatha nadinam bahavom bhuvegaha samudrame avabhimukha dravanti tatha tapami naraloka viraha vishanti vatrani abhivijvalanti. Like how all the rivers they flow towards the ocean only. So all the heroes of the world, the great warriors, they also ultimately, whether they win or lose, they all enter your mouth. Yatha pradiptam jwalanam patangaha vishanti nashaya samriddha vegaha tathaiva nashaya vishanti lokaha tava api vaktrani samriddha vegaha.
பட்டு மாடி 7 நாள்ல குட்டி போட்டுரும்.
Wait. How the moths they rush only to die in the flames of fire. Like in the same way, all these people who seem to be running swiftly, ultimately they all rush to only enter your mouth, which is destruction basically. Lerihyase grasamanas samantat lokan samagran vadane jvaladbhi tejobhirapurya jagat samagram vasastavograh pratapanti Vishnu. Hey Vishnu, vasaha tava ugraha pratapanti. Pratapanti means scorch it. That fiery rays devouring. Lelihyase grasamanaha samantat. Samantat from all sides. You seem to be devouring all the worlds on every side with your flaming mouths. Tejobhihi apurya jagat samagram. You are filling the entire universe with this radiance and you are scorching it. Akhya, this could be the visualization of the destruction or laya, absorption, and ultimately all the worlds they get destroyed with all the beings. This could be the scene which we will never be able to see, of course. But when they say, even in science, when they say when the universe is going to get destroyed, one has to get into the other. So it could be a visualization of the destruction phase. Akhya himeko bhavanugra rupo namostute deva vara prasida vigyatumichhami bhavantamadhyam nahi prajanami tava pravrittim. Now he says in Ashcharya, Akhyahi, tell me, Ko Bhavan Ugra Rupaha, who are you with this terrible form? Namaha Astute, Devavara Prasida. O Bhagavan, be gracious to me. I desire to know you. Swamaham Vignatu Michami, Bhavantam Adyam. Adyam means the primal one, primeval one. Nahi Prajanami Tava Pravrittim. I am not able to comprehend. Here, it does not mean that why this in between the shloka is like this. Arjuna already knows Krishna and Bhagavan also shows him the Vishwarupa. Here the meaning is that now he is bewildered. He is so confused. He is unable to digest what's being shown to him. Therefore, he says, Bhagavan, this universal form of yours, I'm only getting frightened. I'm not able to get the beginning or the end or the middle of it. So I want to know you. I want to perhaps have a vision of yours in which I will be able to appreciate and easily comprehend. Then, so why did Bhagavan show this Ghora Rupa to Arjuna? It could be in the minds of any one of us, or maybe in many people. So Ramanuja himself he asked this question, page 375. Ashrita Vatsalyatirikena Vishvaishwaryam Darshayito Bhavataha Ghora Rupa Abhishtare Kaha Viprayah. I only wanted to see your beautiful form so that my bhakti can grow. But why are you frightening me with this very Ghora Rupa? Iti Prishtaha Bhagavan Partha Saratihi Swabhiprayamaha. So Bhagavan is going to give the reason why he showed the destructive form. Partha Udyogena Vina Api Dhatrashtra Pramukam Ashesham Rajalokam Nihantum Ahamaya Pravrittaha. So this is the reason. Tell Arjuna to give him a hint that even if you are going to lay down your arms and go back home without killing the sons of Dhritarashtra, anyway, Bhishma, Drona, all these people are going to get killed in this battle. That is already decided by me. I am just giving the credit to you. So that people will say, oh, Arjuna, the mighty warrior, he killed all those great warriors. But they would eventually die, even if Arjuna were not to fight. So to make Arjuna understand that they're already dead, in the sense, like if you're able to see, move the clock 2 days later, and if you're able to see the events, like fast forward, if you have the option to fast forward life and see for a moment, then if Arjuna is going to do that, he is going to see everybody entering Krishna's mouth or everybody attaining their death. So to only to show that Bhagavan showed the Ghora Rupa, Shri Bhagavanu Vacha, Kalosmi Loka Kshayakrit Pravriddho, Lokan Samahatum Iha Pravrittaha, Rate Pitvam Na Bhavishyanti Sarve, Ye Vastita Pratyanekeshu Yodhaha, Tvam Rate Api Na Bhavishyanti Sarve Ye Avastitaha. Arjuna, even without you, all these warriors who have come to fight will not be there, and so I'm the Lokakshaya Krit Pravriddha Kalaha Asti. I am the world destroying time. Lokan Samaharta Miha Pravrittaha. I only manifested in such a form to show that I have begun to destroy the worlds here. So already destruction has begun, and these people will be meeting their fate very soon. Tasmat Uttishta Yasho Labhasva Jitva Shatrun Bhumshva Rajyam Samriddham Mayaiva Ite Nihata Purvameva Nimitta Matram Bhava Savyasachin. Very beautiful shloka. So Krishna says, Uttishta, Tasmat Tvam Uttishta. I have already killed all these people. They are all going to meet their end. But you just be there and then you shoot your arrow. The world does not know that I have killed them or I am going to kill them or I am the cause of their death. They will think that it was Arjuna who killed everybody. Therefore, Yashaha Labhasva. You gain that glory. Magnanimously, I give you that. And you also enjoy the prosperous kingdom. Why? Because they have been killed by me already and you just be merely an instrument. So it's very difficult to have this manobhava that whatever activities we do, we have to consider ourselves to be nimitta karana. But better said than done, it's quite difficult. So this is a takeaway for us, the entire Gita, that sometimes we think if we were not there, what would happen? All these things will come to a standstill. This thing we have in our, at least people like me, we have it in our minds running at the back end. But it is good to reinforce that we are only nimitta karana. Bhagavan chooses to get some work done through us. He gives an opportunity to us, because of which the world may give us name and fame. But that's Bhagavan's magnanimity that he has chosen some people through whom he gets some things done. Dronam cha Bhishmam cha Jayadratham cha Karnam tatha anyana piyodhaviran maya hatam stam jahima vitishtha vidhyasvat jetasi rane sapatnan. So don't worry that you are going to kill them. I have already killed them. So you just be the nimitta karana without any fear, without any worry. You just fight and kill them. Sanjaya vacha etat chutva vachanam keshavasya Kritanjalirbvepamanah kiriti namaskritva bhuya eva krishnam sagadgadam bhita pranamya. Etat chutva, having heard this, Keshavasya kiriti, Arjuna, he did Anjali, Kritanjalihi Vepamanaha kiriti. He was wearing a crown, but still he was trembling. Bhuyaha namaskritva. He kept on bowing again and again with folded arms, and then he spoke thus. Arjuna uvacha sthane hrishikesha tava prakitya jagat praharshyatya nirajyate cha rakshamsi bhitani disho dhravanti Sarve namasyanti jai siddha sangaha. Oh Krishna, Sane. Sane means it's only appropriate, rightly, that your price should move the world to joy and love. The Rakshasas flee. Disho dravanti. Bhitani. They fear. Afraid. The Rakshasas are afraid. They flee in all sides. And the Siddhas, whereas they go to you. Because they don't have any fear. Then Kasmachatena Namaren Mahatmanne Name sorry Kasmachatena Namairan Mahatmanne Gariyase Brahmanopyadhikatre Ananta Devesha Jagannivasa Tamaksharam Satasat Tatparam Yate. Then he is asking a question. Or he is telling, or why should they not bow down to you? Siddha Sangaha Namasyanti. Why would not they bow down? Why? Because you are the first creator, even of Brahma. Ananta Devesha Jagannivasa Atvam Aksharam Sadasat Tat Param Yati. So therefore, you are Sat, you are Asat, Tat Param, and you are beyond both. You are existent, you are non-existent. Now, we should not confuse with non-existent. Non-existent means Abhava. Here it means the Prakriti. Sat and Asat, they refer to Purusha and Prakriti respectively. Samadhideva Purusha Puranaha Samasya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam Vetasi Vedhyam Cha Param Cha Dhama Tvaya Tatam Vishwamanantarupa. Now this is just a consolidation of his understanding. He says, Tvam Adidevaha Puranaha Purushaha Asya Vishwasya Param Nidhanam. Already we saw this meaning of this. You are the ultimate cause of the entire universe. Vetasi Vedhyam Cha Param Cha Dhama. You are the knower, and you are one who should be known. Tvaya Tatam Vishwam Anantarupa. By you, the whole universe has been pervaded. Ataha, page 382. Atas Tvam Eva Vaibadi Shabda Vachya. Previously also we saw this, that Bhagavan is a Sarva Shabda Vachya. He is the one who is referred to by all words. So Arjuna is like giving it in his from his perspective. Therefore, it's only proper that you are referred to by all the words. Vayur Yamogir Varnash Shankaha Prajapatistam Prapitamahascha Namo Namaste Sahasrakripaha Punascha Bhuyopi Namo Namaste. Since you are pervading all the beings, you are the Antaryami of everybody. You are Vayu, you are Agni, you are Varuna, you are the moon, Shashanka, you are Prajapati, and you are also Prapitamaha or Hiranyagarbha or Brahma. Therefore, again, Namaha, Namaha to you. What can we do? What else can we do? We can only say Namaha, Namaha to Bhagavan. Namah Purastadha Prashtataste, Namostute Sarvata Eva Sarva, Anantaviryam, Anantavirya, Mitavikramastam, Sarvam Samapnoshitosi Sarvaha, Tatosi Sarvaha is this. Very beautifully. Therefore, you are everything. So, Sarvaya Namaha. In Vishnu Sahasranama also, Sarva, the word Sarva would come. In Sanskritam, Sarva, when used as an adjective, it will be Sarvasmai. The fourth vibhakti would be Sarvasmai. Namaha, when we use the word Namaha, to whom we say Namaha, that person should have the fourth vibhakti. Keshavaya Namaha, Narayanaya Namaha, Achyutaya Namaha, like this. So Achyutaya is the fourth vibhakti of Achyuta. But when Bhagavan is Sarvaha, should we say Sarvaya or Sarvasmai? We have to say only Sarvaya Namaha. So why? Because here it refers to Bhagavan. Here it is not an adjective. Sarvaha is not an adjective. Sarvaha is equal to Bhagavan here. It's a noun. It's not an adjective. Therefore, you are measureless, you pervade all beings, and therefore you are all. Okay. Sakhe Timatva Prasabham Yaduktam 384, Shloka 41 and 42. Now Arjuna is going to express his sorry that he has sometimes he has referred to Krishna very casually. Like Tamil we say, Dey Vada, Urumsha the Purida. Like this we talk to our dear friends. So Arjuna is now repenting for that he has been conversing with Krishna as though he is a dear friend of his same age without knowing his real glory. Sakheti matva prasabham yaduktam he Krishna he Yadava he sakheti ajanata mahimanam tavedam maya pramadat pranayena vapi. Very beautifully he says, because of mistake or because of love towards you, negligence or love, I have been calling you Krishna, Yadava, Sakha. So without knowing your glory, I've been referring to you like this. Chahavasartham asatkritosi viharashayyasana bhojaneshu ekothavapyachyuta tat samaksham tat kshamaye tvamaham aprameyam yaccha avahasartham asatkritosi. Asatkritaha means disrespected. Satkara means respect. Satkritaha means respected. Asatkritaha means disrespected. Asatkritaha asi. From asatkritaha asi. You have been disrespected by me. Yacha avahasartham. While making fun or while playing vihara or while sleeping together, while sitting together, eating together, I have only shown disrespect to you. Ekaha athava pyachita tamaksham. Okay. Either alone or tat samaksham means in front of everybody. 5 minutes. Tat kshamaye. I ask pardon. I ask your pardon. Okay. Okay. I think I should also ask your pardon. Okay. There are, I'll try to see 2 more. Okay. We will see until what Arjuna says. Pita silokasya jaracharasya tvamasya pujyasya gururgariyan attat samostabhyatika kutonyah lokatrayepya pratima prabhava. This Ramanuja uses the shloka in Gadyatrayam also. Therefore, you are the father of this world, of the whatever moves and not moves. Pujyasya Gurur Gariyan. You are fit to be, you are worthy of reference. You are the teacher. There is no one equal to you. Therefore, there is no one higher to you. And all the 3 words, you are matchless. You are the one with matchless greatness. Okay. Therefore, you are Tasmat. The 44th shloka begins with Tasmat. Therefore, because of 43, 44. Tasmat pranamya pranidhaya kayam prasadaye tvamagamishamedyam piteva putrasya sakheva sakyuhu priya priyaya hasi deva sodhum. Therefore, pranidhaya kayam tasmat pranamya. Therefore, bowing down and prostrating my body, I beg for your mercy. Because as a father bears with his son, like what's happening now, as a father bearing with his son, or a friend with his friend. Bhagavan, you are very dear to me, therefore you have to bear with me. Adrishtapurvam ishitosmi drishtva bhayena cha pravyathitam mano me tadeva me darshaya deva rupam prasida devesha jagannivasa. Therefore, seeing that you were never seen before. Adrishtapurvam. Drishtapurvam means having seen before. Adrishtapurvam means not seen before. Hrishitaha asmi. I am delighted, but at the same time, I am afraid also. I am not able to bear this form of yours. Therefore, show me that beautiful form of yours, which can be easily seen by me and appreciated without any fear. Okay. Kiritinam gadinam chakrahastam ichhami tvam drashtumaham tatheva tenaiva rupena chaturbhujena sahasrabaho bhava vishwamurte. So with a crown, with a gada, with a chakra, tvam ichhami aham drashtum tatheva. I want to behold you as you are in your normal form. Chaturbhujena. Interestingly here, Krishna must have been with 4 arms in Mahabharata. This is a very interesting place. Arjuna is requesting Bhagavan to show his 4 arms, ARMS. Chaturbhujena sahasrabaho bhava vishwamurte. So here Arjuna says, show me those yourself with 4 hands. Therefore, Ramanuja says elsewhere also, Bhagavan had 4 arms. Okay, so we will stop here. The 46th shloka. I'll try to complete the chapter next class, and then Bhagavan begins with his words in the 47th shloka. I stop here. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Any questions you can ask me? Anything you want to share? A lot of disturbances today. Perhaps some welcome. Yes, Adarsh. Adarsh, yes. Hello. I'm not able to hear you, Adarsh.
Are you able to hear me now?
Yeah.
A very small question looking at the circumstances. So actually Krishna is like Arjuna knows Krishna as Chaturbhuja, right? So is it there everywhere in Mahabharata, or is like there is a popular story that Devaki has told Krishna to hide his two arms? So is that story like according to Mahabharata?
Yeah, I have not gone through the entire Mahabharata, but here Ramanuja says very clearly that Krishna had four hands. Even the Spoundra Vasudeva, who was there during Krishna's time, he was also a Vasudeva, but he was called as Spoundra Vasudeva. He assumed himself to be Krishna, Vasudeva. Therefore, he had those extra two hands, that Poundra Vasudeva, to impress people that he was only Krishna or the original Vasudeva. Therefore, these kind of things make us believe that Krishna had four arms. But we have to look into the shlokas of Bhagavatam also, wherein Devaki prays to Krishna to not to show those extra hands. But did those extra hands include these two hands? We have to do some research and find out, which perhaps I will do in the future. And
one more, just very small question. Actually, Krishna, what Arjuna says is, like, you show me your Rupa as Vishnu, the deity Vishnu. But then when he sees the Vishwarupa, he says, I'm very sorry that I had to, like, I played with you, I sat with you, like that. But he already knows him as a Vishnu, right?
See,
then,
that's what. Like, the answer is that though Arjuna knew that Krishna's greatness before, but it was not in the view of a Paramatma or something, maybe a Devata. So he definitely knew that Krishna was greater. But here the justification being given is that he did not know Krishna to be the ultimate creator or the Paramatma. And what are the glories of Paramatma? No, what are the actual glory? See, to explain in philosophical terms, all those things he never one samadhana is he never knew. Second is, though he knew, perhaps he wanted others also to know. Therefore, some questions he is asking, they may seem to be trivial, but one samadhana is that the perspectives differ, the intentions differ in trying to know what how Bhagavan is. Therefore, here the answer could be that he knew, but he did not knew some things out of it. Therefore, otherwise there is no need for this conversation, right? So therefore, what we can take from here is that with these conversations, Arjuna knew Krishna very clearly now. He has also seen he has seen for himself rather. First he must have heard, now he has seen for himself. Therefore, now the feeling is more. Having seen, having experienced the greatness of Krishna, now the emotion is first hand now. Therefore, he says, "Oh, I have called you with names like this." That's what I feel. But if there is a better answer, let me try to find it.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. Okay. Hello.
Hello, is it audible?
Yeah.
When you described Bhagavan as Ghoram, Ghoram in the sense is in general it is more not pleasing, right? Ghoram.
Yes, not pleasing. See here, to see him as an agent of destruction, that's not a welcome scene, no. See, we are used to see Bhagavan with a smiling face and a Bhakta Vatsala like this.
Right.
But when he is being seen as a devouring agent, one who is seen to be eating everything, that all the worlds are entering his mouth, therefore that becomes unbearable to Arjuna. Therefore, that Ghora is being used.
Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Was that the question?
Yes, yes. Because Gora is something not pleasing. When you talk about Bhagavan, it's always about pleasing and appealing. So it is contradicting here. So even Bhagavan has that Gora.
No, no. See, if you look at Nasimha Avatar also,
Right.
with ordinary bent of mind, with no devotion, if you look at Nasimha Murti, one would be afraid.
Right.
But he is called as Ayagya Shinga.
True.
So it all depends on what we have in mind, what is the state of mind, and what we perceive. Those things differ. So it's a general remark saying that this form of yours is not the one I'm used to see, or this is not so pleasing to me. It is frightening. So that should be the meaning.
And just one small question. Like, is that the reason why like most of us have the Narasimha Swami as a Kuladaivam? Because it is similar to the Vishwarupa of Bhagavad Gita?
No, that's I don't know. That's the reason. Kuladeva, no, I don't think many people. All of us have Narasimha. Some have Ranganatha. Some have there are many different cultures, sect wise. So don't know. The answer is I don't know.
Okay.
Okay then. Some disturbances were there because I'm in the village and obviously there are some activities going on. With the Madhavan also playing his role to disturb. Okay, it's time to make him to put him to sleep also. Okay then. Thank you. See you. Thank you.
Ram Ram.
ధన్యవాదాలు.
Appa,
శ్రీ గురుభ్యో నమః.
appa, రెండు
ధన్యవాదాలు. ధన్యవాదాలు.